Hey everybody, Ash McClure ASMR here. Just wanted to do kind of a fun video. I wanted to go through this Nintendo kind of brochure booklet thing for winter 2002. And Nintendo did these a lot back in the day. And they just like handed these out. See, we used to say free, take one up there. This is not in perfect condition, as you can see. But this, I've owned this for a very, very long time. It used to be 50 cents. I've owned this for an extremely long time. Actually, before I even started collecting, I owned this. So, let's just kind of flip through it. And there's your table of contents there. Something on the book. Classic ESRB, and there's your table of contents. It's neat. Here's a little spread of games that are coming out. Why is it not focusing? There we go. So there's that. And we're gonna jump right into the GameCube, and you can see very 2000. Their outfits are definitely from the 2000s, and they are playing the GameCube. So very, very nice. Oops. I had a jacket like that, by the way. First game that's gonna show for us, if it would focus, is Metroid Prime. Obviously, if you don't know about this game, it was one of the highest rated games of all time. It just got a remaster on the Switch, and I mean, it's fantastic. And I like this book because The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is shown here, but it didn't even have that subtitle yet. This was literally just The Legend of Zelda. I like books like this because it definitely shows off like working titles and things. You can see in the screenshots there, that's not even what the final UI would look like up there in the game. That's not even what it would look like. So definitely interesting bit of history in this book. Resident Evil 0. This was Nintendo's push to get M-rated games on the GameCube, so they're definitely going to show something like this. This game, I think this game was exclusive for a little bit, wasn't it? It was. Capcom worked out a deal with Nintendo worked out a deal with Capcom that makes some of the Resident Evils exclusive. That includes Resident Evil 4, which obviously that did not stay exclusive because it's been re-released on literally everything. This next page is kind of funny to me because you can see where I wrote in it. This was at a time when I really wanted Super Mario Sunshine, and I wrote like need now, I'm not kidding, and the price of the game, and showed it to my dad, trying to get him to get it for me. Little did I know this book would be worth a little bit of money, so now it's not. But I was never going to sell it anyways. It holds too much nostalgia for me. This writing is... That writing's got to be 10 years old at this point. And suffice to say, my handwriting did not change. If anything, it got worse. Anyways, Super Mario Sunshine. Obviously a classic on the GameCube. Star Fox, is that Star Fox Adventures? Yes, it is. Star Fox Adventures, not so much. This was kind of an interesting game. You can see it's actually, it says Game by Rare, published by Nintendo. Shortly after this game came out, Rare was bought by Microsoft, and they would, it's iffy. It's an iffy thing, but they technically never made another home console game for Nintendo platforms. For those of you that don't know, Rare's responsible for Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. I mean, all the games you cared about on the Nintendo 64. GoldenEye 007. Jet Force Gemini, I think they made. Yeah, they made all the games you care about on the 64. So this was the only game they made for the GameCube, because shortly after they got bought by Microsoft, and that was a huge blow to Nintendo. Anyways, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is it's a funny thing. So this game on the GameCube was actually originally released on the Nintendo 64, but only in Japan. When I brought it over to the States, they just put the GameCube game, or put the N64 game from Japan on the GameCube. And I think they gave it a little bit of a facelift, but not too much, because it's not really that good looking. But definitely not that huge of a deal. If you want to read any of this, please just pause. Obviously, I'm not going to stop and read all of it to you. I don't want this video to be 10 million hours. But, yeah, the original Animal Crossing. And then Wario World. I don't own Wario World, and I gotta say, this is a weird game. Very strange. And also, what the... In God's name, what's going on with Wario's eyes there? Anyways, weird game. Yeah. Anyways, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Actually, funnily enough, Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone got released on GameCube as well, and that is an over $100 game now. Yay. Vex, I don't even know what is Vex? What the... Moving on. I don't even know what that is. See, now we're getting into the games we don't really care about, like Dragon's Lair 3D, Rugrats Wild Ransom. Actually, I got that one recently for the collection. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, Monsters Inc. Scream Arena, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex is pretty cool. And then you got some guy playing on a Wavebird, which we'll get to that when we get to the accessories page. Spyro Enter Dragonfly. Spyro was in a weird place at this point in time. Very strange. They were really trying to bring him back, and when they got to the Legend of Spyro series, it was like, alright, job. You're getting too much angst in my Spyro. Star Wars Bounty Hunter I actually got recently. Frogger Beyond I've had forever. Star Wars Clone Wars Defender. You may remember that game from my unboxing video. And SpongeBob Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, just a classic. Actually, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman was not as good as the other SpongeBob games in this generation. The graphics were severely less impressive. Like, if you look at Battle for Bikini Bottom is leagues ahead of Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. But I do have fun memories with this game. Obviously, I played it on the PlayStation 2. This game, that's the console I started with. Come on. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. Don't know anything about that game. X-Men Wolverine Revenge. Okay. Cubics, Robots. Did that become Custom Robo? What is Cubics? I don't even know what that is. Rayman Arena. Resident Evil 2 and 3. Fun fact, these games are insanely expensive now. The lady playing on the GameCube with the GameCube in the shot, because of course, in case you missed it in the actual picture, there is her playing the GameCube. Alright. Here we go. Classic Namco Museum. Any of the Namco Museum style blend in for me, to be perfectly honest, but this was a good one. Sonic Mega Collection was a big deal. Big deal. This was at a time where Sega was really into the GameCube. I think it was the most similar. No, it was easy to port Dreamcast games to the GameCube, or it was some convoluted 1080. It doesn't even have a finished logo for the excuse me, doesn't even have a finished logo for this game. This is not the final logo, and it's actually called 1080 Avalanche on the GameCube. So there's a fun fact for you. Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer, cool. Matt Hoffman's Pro. Who cares? That's what we care about. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Tony Hawk series. I mean, it's just amazing. Big Air Freestyle. Who cares? It's all about Tony. If you grew up in this era, you had at least one of the Tony Hawk games. Beach Spikers, Aggressive Inline. What? Swingers Golf? No. I haven't. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance was interesting. I do own that one. And Godzilla Destroy All Monsters is really good. Really good fighting game. What God's name are these games? X-Men Next Dimension, Black and Bruised? Okay. Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. I don't own this game on GameCube. I do own this on the PC. Die Hard Vendetta, okay. 007 Nightfire. This is when 007 games... Honestly, 007 games just all went downhill after GoldenEye, I gotta be honest. They all just kind of blend in for me. Medal of Honor Frontline. I love the Medal of Honor series. Really fell off in the Xbox 360 PS3 era. Time Splitters 2. Time Splitters is great. Turok Evolution. I mean, I guess that's okay. Let's see here. Disney All-Star Sports Football. Okay, these are all just Disney All-Star Sports. Just make one game, honestly. There is a guy with his hair looks kind of like mine, unfortunately. And he's playing Super Mario Sunshine, the first level, on his GameCube. And wait, I'm sorry, why does he have 100 GameCubes in front of him? What does he have, like, okay. Mario Party 4, excuse me. Mario Party 4 was phenomenal. Mario Party 4 was in the time where it was the first Mario Party on GameCube, and it was great. And then they made 3 more. And this is 4 and 5 are probably the most like Mario, like the original Mario Party that you're gonna get. 6 was really good. 6 is my favorite, but it really pushed the microphone, the GameCube microphone, and 7 did the same thing. Super Monkey Ball 2, Super Monkey Ball is just great. It's awesome. Kind of fell off in the modern day, but this used to be a great series. F-Zero, again, a working logo even. This is actually F-Zero GX on the GameCube. F-Zero GX on the GameCube. It's a working title, working logo, and God damn it, they didn't make another F-Zero game. I don't own F-Zero GX, but it didn't need to make another one. NASCAR Thunder 2003. I'm so glad they have that in here. Oh, NASCAR! Wow. Now here we go. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Need for Speed is just great. That is a 2002 haircut if I've ever seen it. Holy God! Look at that man. Christ. Oh, he's got a CD player in the back. But forget that. Apologies for the cut there. I think I was talking about this guy's haircut. Anyways, next page. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, not a final logo. That is a final title. Evolution Worlds. Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. That's getting expensive. This is already expensive. It's because of Arcadia Legends. All-Star Baseball 2004. MLB Slugfest 03. NBA 2K3. Just a bunch of sports games. Ugh. Not my thing. And finally, we're on to the Game Boy Advance, and there he is again. There he is. And he's displaying that Game Boy Advance proudly. Metroid Fusion, I have not played. but I know it's great. I mean, it's Metroid Fusion. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past includes new multiplayer adventure of Four Swords. That was kind of not the start of re-releases, but the GBA had a lot of them, including Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3, Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland, Hamtaro, Hams Unite, okay, Disney's Tarzan, cool. There's what's that? Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets again, but still in the GBA. Contra Advance, Castlevania. Castlevania's great. New Droid Armor. This game was okay. I did play that. More Spyro and Crash. Just a showcase of a couple different games, a couple different children's games. There's a good example of a game that has the same title and it's a completely different game. They did this a lot in this era because the handhelds couldn't produce the amount of power that the consoles could. Game & Watch Gallery 4, Sega Smash Pack. That's epic. And there's another one, Tony Express Skater 4. Now, does that look like the console version? No. You should see Tony Hawk in the Game Boy Color. Jesus. Yeah, just a couple of sports games. Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of people like Yu-Gi-Oh! On the handhelds. Golden Sun, fantastic series. I've not played the original. It's just that's the sequel. But I have not played any on the GBA. I did play the one on the DS, Dark Dawn, and that was, oh my god, it was so good. And well, this is the e-reader, and what a failed attachment. Basically, it was that thing. You plug it in the GBA slot, and it read cards, like a freaking credit card swiper. God, it's awful. Oh, here's some of the cards. Classic Nintendo games. Oh, Mario Party for the e-reader. Yay! Here's the hardware. This is their different colors. So Platinum was brand new. That's probably why they were displaying it loud and proud. They had Indigo and Black before. And Indigo, Spice, Platinum, Indigo, Clear, and Jet. Spice Orange actually only had a controller in North America, but it had they had a Spice Orange GameCube in Japan. And Game Boy Advance. I mean, there's the Silver, Glacier. I have Glacier. Fuchsia, my sister had when we were younger. Funny story about that is that was, I don't remember what Christmas it was, but she opened up the Game Boy Advance and I got a Leapster. Or was it? Yeah, Leapster, that's what it was called. Indigo Arctic. Not my proudest Christmas, but I love that freaking Leapster. Okay, here we go. Nintendo GameCube controller. Standard accessories. These are hardware accessories. Nintendo GameCube Wavebird. Very expensive now. The controller not so much. That receiver though is getting up there in price. Memory cards. Okay, cool. That's what I want to talk about. If you read, you see it. You can see it says the component video cable supports component and signal input specifically designed with specifically designed games for the latest video technology, including progressive skin and high definition televisions. But notice what it says at the bottom there. Available only through Nintendo. Call that number to order. That is one of the most expensive things for the GameCube now, because it was only available through Nintendo and not a ton of people ordered them. I don't know how that was available though. RF, my god. The Game Boy Advance Sling cable, that was kind of neat. Broadband adapter, okay, cool. That was used for like one game, Phantasy Star Online, and it had LAN play. So LAN play was pretty cool. LAN play was really neat for I think the main game they used was Mario Kart. That was kind of a neat, cool thing. Modem adapter, neat. Game Boy Advance AC adapter set. Game Boy Advance Ace Game Link cable. And take home the power. Just telling you to subscribe to Nintendo Power or else. And there's some more shots of that guy's got a Game Boy Advance and she's hiding the Game Boy Advance. Oh my gosh. Wow. Truly a great time for Nintendo. What the hell happened? Anyways, that is it for this. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you later. Bye.